Peace, love, energy, and infinite light to all my beautiful indigenous American Indians across the Turtle Island, aka the Americas, and all the Caribbean islands. How's everyone? How's everyone? Missed you all, missed you all. Good God, only Mother God knows how much I love you all. Only the Creator knows how much I miss you all. Sorry it's been so long, you guys. I'm so sorry. Just had me a little one, my first one, so, the young blessing has been taking up most of my time, but I'm definitely gonna get back with these videos. He would want me to keep doing them, so, definitely gonna make sure little man gets all the positive energy and positive knowledge that he's supposed to get, so that's why it's been taking me a little, a little this and that, a little woo to get these videos back on back. But we're back. We're going to keep vibing. We keep doing what we do best by keep spreading this positive energy, this truth, this knowledge that must be passed down. This is ancient knowledge, the truth. That I would say hidden, but hidden in plain sight because reading is fun to mental. So as long as you understand where to get the source from, you can just go there, look up the source, see the facts, research yourself. Do your own due diligence, do your own footsteps, which is what I hope you all are doing. Please don't be them lazy individuals. Please don't be them lazy individuals. We just gotta keep on just pumping this beautiful heartbeat of love, this beautiful heartbeat of mother, this beautiful heartbeat of our ancestors. We got to keep the bloodline streaming, keep the bloodline rolling, keep the bloodline flowing. We cannot forget about our ancestors. We cannot forget about our culture. We cannot forget about her story. So we must carry this on and make this now common knowledge because it's been pushed and they're being putting trillions of dollars to hide this knowledge. They be putting policies, they be making major corporations and having major corporations make policies that they're acting as if they're law, which there isn't. You gotta understand the difference between a law and a policy. Your natural living right will, your constitutional right will always trump a policy. Always understand that. Your constitutional right is law. Law of the land is law. It trumps any of these policies that they got coming towards you, acting as if they're your government. When really we govern ourselves. These corporations are acting as if they're our government, or acting as if they govern us. When really, when you understand these contracts and you understand how to contract and you understand law, that these are foreign corporations and a foreign corporation cannot come in your house and try to set up laws. They're going to only suggest policies, and that's it. You do not have to consent to these policies. Always understand that and overstand that. Always look up the policies and look up the difference between, you know, the etymology of a word and what is now newly defined as. Always go back to the origin of the word, which is the etymology of the word. You know, always go back to where it started to find out the truth. You're never gonna know where you're going unless you know where you came from. So don't let them lie. Don't let these foreigners tell you something. Don't ever listen to the foreigner. Don't let a foreigner tell you your history or your her story. Do not let anyone tell you who you are. You find out who you are from your inner verse, your universe, the verse within inside you that is within, that is also without. What is above is below, as they say. Yin and yang. All of it has its dualities. All of it has its different, not perception, but different views, but the same concept of the basic structure and the basic alchemy of life. And once you understand the true alchemy and buildings of this whole structure of which we come from, then you understand this whole trickery that's at play right now. You know. So, with that said, please, please do your research. Please understand that there's a lot of learning to do. Everything you've been taught in these so-called concentration camps, aka public schools, private schools, are not the truth. It's not the real deal. All that's is indoctrination. All these schools are doing to your children are indoctrinating them. That's why whenever you get a chance, and if you have the chance, and if you have the luxury to homeschool your child, please do. By all means, please homeschool these babies because they're getting indoctrinated with all false narratives in these corporate schools, in these corporate setup concentration camps. I cannot sugarcoat this at all. We have very, very, very evil people in power of the so-called currency system, the so-called corporate government systems, and the military systems. Those who you think are running things are not running things. This is a higher, deeper agenda, and it's a higher person or peoples that they answer to. There's a certain selected bloodlines that they answer to, like the private owned banking corporation. The Federal Reserve is the private owned bank. They're owned and ran by certain families. Rockefeller, you know, James P. Bank Morgan, you know, Rothschild. These certain families are linked to certain bloodlines. These certain bloodlines is part of certain elites. These certain so-called elites are so-called running this so-called, I'd say it's not a program, something like a program, but it's definitely like their own version of a simulation by using our ignorance to fuel this circus that they got, this false reality that they got to help fuel them with stress and our pain and our sorrow and our death and our sadness and our destruction. They feed off of all of that sadness. Their wickedness is their bread and butter. Our pain is their food, is their fuel. So as they set up this fake reality of paying these, what you call them, I'd say they call these things, well, they're really Federal Reserve notes, they call them money, but the so-called currency system, but these debts, these false debts, these make-believe debts that's been created by a corporation called the United States that is entitled to the corporation called the United States. But as you call yourself a citizen awarded the states to this corporation called the United States, you are calling yourself property to these estates. By law, a corporation holds no jurisdiction over a natural living entity. You are a natural living entity before you are anything else. Understand that, overstand that, and if you got to, first understand that, because this is not a game. This is not a game. Once you understand the basics, you understand how the structure works its way inside out. So with that said, peace, love, energy, and light. Gotta tend to my mini me. Oh man, he's a mother of joy. He don't even cry, but he probably might whine. Hey, that's my little baby right there, man. Mm-mm-mm. Thank you for all the wishes. Thank you for all the love. I love you all. Thank you for it all. I am honored. I come humbly. Come with clean hands. Gotta come with clean hands. You know. Man, it's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful night. It's a beautiful life. This thing we got called life is very short, you guys. It's very short, so short, extremely short. You know, so you gotta live every day like it's your last. It's a must. If not, then you fall victim to the matrix, to the simulation, to the problems, to the stress systems, to the mental illness booster systems they have set up. Understand that everything will always be all right. Whatever you manifest will come into existence. As long as you know, never think, you must always know. Practice that. Practice love. Practice harmony. Practice being humble to those who deserve it. Humbleness, your energy, your love, your soul. This not, it is not, meant to be for all. Not all people deserve what you give and who you are. But to those who do deserve it, you will feel it. And you give them that humbleness, you give them that respect, you give them that honor, and you keep moving. Or if they're in your life, you keep giving them that as they give it back to you, and you keep succeeding, you keep rising, you keep excelling. You know, I love you all. Keep doing your thing, man. Don't stop doing what you're doing. You guys, shout out to everybody, especially the goddess Phoenix Moon, especially to the brother Young Dog Man XTV. You guys get on that, man. My man be spending it all. Phoenix Moon be spending it all. Shout out to my brother, the Indigenous, the brother, the Indigenous one. I don't know him personally, but I hope he feels the energy. Shout out to everyone who's out here doing it. Shout out to Arawak American, Arawak American Indian. He's definitely doing this thing. If you guys really want to get into the law and really want to get into like understanding, the undrift and the A drift, understanding your real true cultural rights and laws of the land, you gotta tag in, you gotta check in, you gotta log in, you gotta like and subscribe and share to American Airwax. Because good God, that brother has some jewels. Mm-mm-mm. And shout out to everyone else who's out here doing their thing, man. I love you all, man. Especially to other ones who don't even have a channel, who doesn't even have a platform, or who doesn't even, have like the ability to speak in front of a bunch of people, or you know, to even a people person type person. But as long as you have your little way of passing down that knowledge of truth to the next person, to flat out these lies that they've been telling us since birth. All power to you, all love to you, because this is not a game. They're not playing with us, so why the fuck are we playing with them? All right? So, with that said, peace, love, energy, and infinite light to all my American Indians. I hope you guys can hear this video because I'm just like in the car and I forgot that I had this Bluetooth thing going right here. So, yeah, yeah, so hope I don't mess anything up. But with that said, peace, love, energy, light, man. I love you all, man. Just keep doing your things, dude. Just keep doing your thing. Don't let any of these you need haters. Let these haters hate. You know, they have to prove you wrong. You don't have to prove anything to them. You're right. You'll always be right as long as you stick to the matriarch. As long as you stick to your family. As long as you stick to your bloodline, you will never go wrong. All this other new shit, it'll stir you into a whole mind of mere pure fuckery. So peace, love, and energy, light to all of you. I love you all, man. I cannot express how much I love you all, man. Words just get in the way. So let's do this thing, you guys. More videos coming soon. We got to keep it moving, got to keep it pushing. It's getting deeper and deeper and deeper, you guys. When there's a will, there's a way. And I really, 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 really see that we're going to make it out this. There's no other way to it. Our ancestors cannot let us fail. So why would we fail? The only one that can defeat us is ourselves. Peace. Yeah, peace.